Hello to all of the North Node signs out there. This is Samara, and welcome to Feminist Alchemist. I'm just doing this recording one introduction for all of the signs. Just seemed easier. So, welcome. These readings are for the North Node and only the North Node. I don't focus on any other placement. One day I'll give you the whole story as to why. One day not far from now. But so if you're not sure if your North Node is in the sign that you are watching now, then do check out the link in the description box to the Feminist Alchemist website, where there is a North Node chart, and you can look up your birthday and see where the North Node was on that day. If you are not very clear on what the North Node signifies in your chart, it is not really a planet or an object. It's a mathematical point, and it signifies your soul's direction, your soul's longing for fulfillment in this lifetime, what it would like to experience. I do have a short video also linked in the description box where you can see how my guides have described the North Node to me, at least back when I first started digging into this topic. Yes, so these are general readings. Not everything is going to resonate with you. So just take what strikes a chord, and the rest you can leave to whoever or else in your North Node collective needs to hear that message at this time. Feel free to like and share this video. Do also subscribe to the Feminist Alchemist channel. It helps me connect with your energy more strongly for the purpose of these readings and other readings that I do as well. What else do you need to know? So this spread that I use has been given to me by my guides, and every North Node session has a different we start off the same, but there's always one special kind of wild card, I would call it. And for this 3-month time period from the summer solstice until 3 months from the summer solstice, so from June 21st to September 21st, we are looking at what I will ask what past life information, what past lives specifically are being brought back into your conscious awareness now in order to aid your spiritual development, your ascension, your soul's expansion. So let me run down all of the different sections of this reading. They will all be time-stamped in the description box below for you to easily navigate and come back to at any point in this 3-month window if you want to review any section. So section 1 is your universal energies, so the highest vibrational energies they're all available to you right now, but these are the ones that are showing up most prominently for you to work with for your expansion. The second set of cards I pull are for your 5D self, higher self, future self, and messages that come from that source for what energies, parts of your life you should focus on for your highest good at this time. In the 3D, or the next set of cards is the 3D reality. That's what's showing up in your physical reality as opportunities for expansion at this time. Then I pull cards asking how to bridge your 3D reality with your 5D reality. What are the strategies that you can use to help you elevate your awareness, your consciousness, and ultimately improve your life in the next 3 months. The next set of cards I pull is the wild card. Wild cards, there's always 4 of them, 4 or more. And that, as I said, this time around has to do with what is being brought up from your soul's memories in order to be integrated into your current life. This could be your past lives. It could also be past experiences in this lifetime. And then I pull your final oracles, and that is it. I will say off, just as a little disclaimer, I am using this really awesome and very direct deck for your 3D this time. It's a tarot deck that has a lot more cards. It's called, well, I'm not really doing promo of decks, so yeah. but this particular deck, every card is unique. It has like 7 death cards in it. And I have actually only used it for myself up to now. So when I use it in this reading, I will have to sometimes refer to the book to even know which cards are which. For example, there's cards in there that don't really, show up in a normal deck. But yeah, this deck, well, when I use it, it gives me some very direct answers. It's not like it's mean. It's not a mean deck, but it's definitely blunt. It's a blunt deck, but for your highest good. So with that, I will let you now enjoy your reading, and I will see you again soon. Hello, Sagittarius North Node. Welcome to your reading. I'm just going to read you some of the keywords that came up during the pre-shuffle / meditation, as I shuffle all of your cards before I start the reading. So what came out in the pre-shuffle: journey, leaving home, and home is in quotation marks, healing the past, impatience, uncertainty, tuning out, distraction, desire, weariness, contracts and contacts, addictions used to ignore discomfort, coming home, also in quotation marks, the word home, and focus. So we'll see how these themes develop throughout the reading. If none of those words resonate with you, then, well, you can still stick around and see if it starts to fall into place during the course of the reading, but once again, take what resonates and leave the rest. So I'm reading your, that came quickly. Let's get your first universal energy cards. I'll just get all of them before I read into the meaning. Okay. So we have empowerment, creative, Om, and lion guide. So the energies that are on offer for you to work with at this time is an energy that helps you release any victim mentality and allows you to see in the present moment what you are capable of creating. You have the opportunity to see all the ways that you influence how your life plays out and your relationships. Creativity is giving you that impetus. I feel like the gold here is you, and the red is from your environment, or from, and there's some purple around it, so from the divine. But it's going to show up in your physical reality, more opportunities to create, but how you meet it with empowerment is going to make the difference as to how, I don't want to say how well you can create, but how aligned your creations are to your actual desires. So that's another, because the word desire came out, and weariness. It's like, it's a time when you will be able to see why some of the things that you think you desire or feel you desire have not come to fruition, and what is your part in that creative process. That will come through. Here is Om, meditative energy, being able to slow down and step back and see more clearly. I'm getting the words like retrospective and perspective. So being able to see your circumstances, situations, relationships in a different light that is more empowering to you. And especially past and how things have developed throughout the course of your life in some very influential moments. Number 33, Lion Guide. I have the feeling you will be, and with this being purple as well, I'm getting purple indigo. Well, purple. I'm going to go with purple and white. It has a crown chakra energy, but it's a very divine, masculine. It's actually quite a balanced energy. I do get that you're receiving, but you're receiving action. The actions to take will become more clear in the next 3 months if you're tapping into this energy. I also saw an amethyst in your pre-shuffle. So amethyst may be significant to you, or you may want to work with amethyst. Let's check your 5D energies. What does your 5D self, your higher self, want you to know? Where does it suggest you focus on for your expansion at this time? What is all this? Okay, so we have conception, authenticity, strength, transparency, time, curiosity, and realization. So with conception, I feel conception and authenticity together at the moment. It just feels that you'll come to the realization. So I feel frustration. I feel frustration with efforts to create a life that is comfortable for you, and frustration at it not going the way that you would have hoped, the way you desired. What I am getting from this is that your focus and your intention is unclear and not necessarily aligned with your authenticity. And this is part of the reason why your manifestations are either not fulfilling or they're not manifesting the way that you envisioned them to. So your higher self is asking you to understand that and to empower yourself in the knowing that there is something that you can do about it that is deeper than, just thinking and planning. It's feeling into why you want the things you want and why you envision your life a certain way. And it's also asking you to understand how your beliefs are shaping your reality. The strength, this card, strength, it's not the strength card because it's not tarot, but strength, is you have it by the lion here. It's a combination of you being connected to whatever form of the divine you believe in and your own abilities. And it's also about really encompassing or rather I should say bringing together all of your abilities for your benefit. I'll read the card here. The frequency of strength supports our ability to harmonize all our qualities and skills toward a strong and balanced way of being. So I feel that you are also to not look at all of the things that you don't like, but look at what you do like, appreciate, and the creations that went the way that you hoped and desired, and have an understanding of how that came about as a co-creation between the divine destiny and your own actions and intentions. And you need to be very honest about your role in your creations. The energy of transparency supports our expansion toward a higher vibrational state of being with more insight, honesty, and clarity. So there's a little bit of needing to tame the ego, needing to comfort the ego as well. Like, the ego is not our enemy, but it can run amok when it is in fear of, not understanding itself in the same light anymore. So this could be a emotionally turbulent time for you, Sagittarius North Node, in the next 3 months, because there's going to be a lot of truth revealed, and the truth is not meant to harm you. It's meant to free up your energy so that it can be channeled into more positive uses, and so that you can focus it appropriately. So there's a lesson here about how you use your energy and what vibration you are putting out into the universe. Time. Impatience is a word that came out in your premeditation. Impatience, uncertainty, and they want you to know you're not running out of time. Time is relative. Time is a construct. You're not too old. You're not too young either. You're not on anyone else's schedule, is what they're saying to me. You're really not on anyone else's schedule. There may be work commitments that you feel pull too much of your energy, and that is part of the reason why you feel like you just don't have the energy to give, you don't have time to relax. But with this curiosity and realization card, I feel they also want you to look at how, remember, you did build this life out of circumstance and intention, right? A combination of the two. So ask yourself, why? There was an exercise I did once in a mystery school, and they're like, ask yourself a question with why, and then every time you answer the question, ask why again, and do that like 7 times. And by 7 times, you should be getting to like the real bare bones root of your intentions, your, what's the word I'm looking for? Not intentions. Ugh, all of these words that start with I that I get confused. But anyway, the deeper reason why you do what you do, right? And usually by the time you get to the seventh one, it's either something that has to do with love or fear, right? When we get to our deeper intentions, deeper motivations. It doesn't even start with I, so I don't know why I keep losing that word in my vocabulary. Yes, and when you're very curious about why you do what you do, you come to realizations of some of your most basic beliefs and basic truths. And when you get down to that depth, then you will be able to make meaningful changes in how you interact with the world and how you co-create with your environment. So I'm going to check your 3D, what is going on in your 3D reality that is showing up as, what's the word I'm looking for? I started reading quite early today, so my brain is faltering at the moment. Just a moment. Was showing up in your 3D reality as opportunities for expansion. There we go. So the first card we have is the Chariot in reverse. The Star in reverse. The Ace of Discs. I want these two. Six of Pentacles and the Four of Keys. Okay, so the Chariot in reverse is telling me that there seems to be, in the next 3 months, several challenges, roadblocks to where you feel you want to go. They're showing me that this card is the same as your authenticity card, and that the reasoning behind this is because you need to evaluate why you've set yourself in this trajectory, and if it is aligned with you or not. So the things that you are trying to build or that you've been trying to build, it will come into question. You'll be challenged so that you slow down and contemplate. The Star in reverse I feel in the next 3 months you'll have situations that make you really go inward and question what you believe you know about yourself. I feel you'll also be in situations where you question what you believe about like your spiritual beliefs. A lot of your beliefs are going to come into question in the next 3 months. Your beliefs about yourself, your beliefs about what you are able to accomplish, what is accomplishable by someone, quote unquote, like you. You'll question whether your goals are too high. Is that why you're not reaching them? necessarily. I keep getting this energy of home. So if you're trying to move as well, it may be that you live in a circumstance where the idea of, where it's a very challenging market, whether you're buying or renting. I feel the energy of a very challenging marketplace for real estate. But I also feel you questioning home in the sense of the people, the lifestyle that you're at home in. And you may have wanted out of this for a while or felt the need to leave it for a while, but you haven't found a way to disconnect from it because maybe you are connected to it financially or out of a type of familial obligation. The Ace of Discs, though, I'm feeling that you will have the tenacity, the great motivation, and may even get a bit aggressive to move things forward, wanting to move things forward, because opportunities are in front of you. And you're going to want to embrace them all. And I feel that these challenges, you may feel to confront them in a very aggressive manner. But I do see a lot of opportunity coming your way in the next 3 months. Timing and intention are going to be very important. And as will having a clear picture of how these opportunities will, where they're going to lead you. In the meditation, we had leaving home and coming home at the same time. So with the Chariot in reverse, I feel the desire to leave a situation or something that you've built. And this being, with these 3 months kind of being an in-between phase of where you are trying to go, which can cause some impatience and frustration. 6 of Pentacles and the 4 of Keys. So with all these opportunities that are coming up, I feel that you'll be questioning the balance of give and take. So if it's a work opportunity, it may be the question of, okay, it's great money, but it's quite a distance. How much is it really going to cost me, not just financially, but time-wise, energetically, to travel to and from that job on a daily basis? Some opportunities may close the door to others. You know, you'd have to choose, and one, if you do option A, you won't be able to do option B. This doesn't just have to be work and finances. But there's definitely this feeling of there's many options. They're all going to move you forward, but you may have difficulty deciding which opportunity you want to take. I am feeling that they are all more or less equal. None of them are bad. It's just a preference. It's about your preference, which is why it is important for you to be balanced in yourself, so that so I'm getting the feeling someone deciding to do, like, for example, take a certain job. The money is great, but once again, but maybe the job description has you doing things that, you know, you haven't done since your entry level is kind of mundane and tedious, and you're not satisfied in the job. So while the money is great, you're not feeling fulfilled. And so that decision, you may think it was the wrong decision, but really another person in the same job will feel great because, hey, I'm doing tedious, mundane stuff and getting paid great. And I like not having, responsibility or leadership for other people, right? So it's a matter of knowing yourself. And if you don't know yourself, then you won't be able to take any action. And I feel there's the fear of making the wrong decision. And in this case, I'm feeling there is no wrong. There's no wrong decision. Let's look at how to bridge the 3D and the 5D. We have cave, sanctuary. Rainbow, blessings. Stone people, vigilance. Fire, passion. Lotus flower unfolding and clouds shape-shifting. Okay, so with cave sanctuary, I feel this is about an inner journey. Once I did say already with the Chariot, things are slowing down so that you can assess using your inner compass. So to have your inner compass, you only need to consult yourself and your intuition and your higher self, right? The answers are, not only are the answers within you, these next 3 months are set up for you to access your answers more easily. That energy is there for you. Okay, they want me to leave that there. And then with stone people and blessings, number one, they suggest that you recognize all of the blessings in your life, whether or not they feel great to you, but recognize that you already do have a lot of blessings in your life. Vigilance is about, right, pushing through the indecision, pushing through the fog, and pushing through any feelings of regret for things that happened in the past, through any feelings of the past is going to define my future. You also need to stick to the task at hand, is what I'm hearing. So if you're trying to make a decision, then yes, it's good to sometimes leave things and leave things so that you don't overthink things, like letting the answers come. But this is about not burying yourself in pleasure-seeking activities in order to avoid uncomfortable truths, which is, you got to make a decision. And your decisions are your own. So there's also an energy of don't let decisions be made for you. Don't be so, what's the word I'm looking for? Don't be nonchalant about it. Don't leave it for someone else to take care of, right? The offerings are coming, and they want you to be prepared to stand in your authenticity. As they're showing me this mountain here, this rock. They want you to be prepared to stand in your authenticity and say no when you mean no, and say yes to the things that are fulfilling to you. Well, what is fulfilling to you? Fire, passion. You need to assess what really lights your fire. What keeps you motivated? What gets you up in the morning? What makes you restful and feeling fulfilled and accomplished when you go to bed at night? And they would like you to build your life around that. There is time. There is all that you are here to fulfill that. So there is all the time in the world for you to do that. And it may not come in a rush, but it's certainly not going to come if you don't tune into what it is exactly. Get more clear on what that feels like, what it looks like. Coming home to yourself. We have unfoldment and shape-shifting. I'm feeling that you are recommended to take the actions that feel good to you internally and let the chips fall where they may. This is a great period of self-discovery, and it will change you. And they want you to allow that change to occur as gracefully as possible. It will also change the way you see the world. So it will change you in some very fundamental ways. But first and foremost is the discovery, the curiosity, and the challenges to define your beliefs. And then once they are defined, what that means for how you look at the world, how you move through the world, and the decisions that you take. So in the next 3 months, be ready, be curious about your inner workings, and be bold and loving enough to yourself to live those truths and let that shape your life. Where are we? We are looking at what past life or experiences, past experience in this lifetime are being illuminated and integrated at this time for your expansion. This one. I feel there's something else here. Well, maybe they just want me to show it to you. No, that's fine. Okay. That one was for me. So we have the Six of Trees. Six of Trees for your past life or past experiences in this lifetime. This is basically the Six of Pentacles, which you have down there as well. Balanced, give and take. I feel you're being illuminated, and there's very much a lot of gold in this picture, which is also in your card there of empowerment. I feel you're having a lifetime being illuminated where there was very much balance. You were very successful in harmonizing with other people. You may also have situations in this lifetime illuminated where you actually did very well with holding your own, and another person coming also self-empowered, holding their own, and everything working out very beautifully and flowing very nicely. Partnerships that have worked, especially in the realms of, I don't want to say business, but with a common goal, especially where there was a common goal involved. So I feel this is being illuminated to you so that you have in your bodies and fields the energy of bringing your authentic self to the table and being met with that by the universe in the form of either other beings who also bring that, or situations that have that energy that can match yours. I'll leave that one there. We're done with that one? Okay. Eight of Trees, which is the Eight of Pentacles. Once again, like, I actually feel like these two lifetimes are connected, if it's not the same one. But this one, I feel, is about building something that other people can benefit from. I feel that in all of this that we've discussed, we're only talking about you. I feel that there may be deeper in your psyche and in your soul the need to share wisdom in some way, and the need to be beneficial to others in some way, and not in a charitable way necessarily, but in a way that what you build is appreciated by generations, like leaving legacy, leaving knowledge, leaving buildings, structures. And the Sagittarius energy is a very explorative, adventurous, knowledge craving, intellectual discussion, trying new things, but also about focus. So I feel that you are having focus, a lifetime illuminated to you where your focus built something that lasted for generations. And this is to empower you with the knowing that you can. I'm hearing if you build it, they will come. And that you are capable of executing an idea from start to finish, that you're capable of bringing your desires to physical manifestation. You may also, if this is a past experience in this lifetime, you may be reminded of times when you accomplished some things that people said were not doable. Life on Earth. In the traditional tarot, this would be the World card. And it's giving me the energy of saying goodbye. I feel that you are going to have some profound insight into reincarnation, the process of reincarnation. So this may not resonate if you don't believe in past lives. But if you don't, and you're looking at this earthly life alone, then it's about all the times that you have transformed in the past, right? whether it was puberty, age, moving, different friend groups. Shifting and changing is a natural is part of nature, it's part of life. And you'll be able to embrace that knowing that what has occurred in the past does not hold you in the present or the future unless you are holding on to it. You have the capacity to release it if you so desire. And there are just certain times of life where change is inevitable. There's just certain, because they're pointing me to the time card here, there's just certain times of life when change is inevitable, and you can comfort yourself and your past self, forgive them, love them, let them go. That can also be other people, but I'm getting this reading is very much about you. I'm not seeing much about your effect for other people or relationships with other people. This is just you tapping into you. And the 10 of lotuses, you're being illuminated these times when you really shone. Shined? You were a very shiny individual, very capable individual. This is illuminating great love, peace, blessings everywhere, the ability to see blessings, the ability to enjoy them. And I feel that this is being sent to you as a kind of a guidepost, if you will, a milestone, what's the word I'm looking for? Something to aspire to. They're showing me just being somewhere at some random moment and the sun shining. Maybe the sun's not shining. But you just get this feeling of complete peace, joy, and serenity that you have not experienced in maybe ever in this lifetime. But this is being illuminated to you so that you know that it's possible and that you seek that feeling out and that you generate it within your own being so that it manifests in your physical reality. Whew. Anyway, it's a lot of positive things coming to the surface. And I'm not saying that, just because I've done several readings already, and some people have traumatic experiences coming to the surface for clearing and for perspective. And I'm not seeing that with you at all. It's all about bolstering your confidence and belief that all of these positive things are possible. Because I feel you being a pessimist, some of you, I don't like to use a blanket statement like you are, but I feel you in the vibration of pessimism. And being weary, right? Like there's something that has occurred, or many things that have occurred in the past couple years that have led you to not hope. And you're being brought back to hope, belief in joy and positivity. I'm getting your final oracles now. Final oracles for Sagittarius North Node. Does the final oracle want to come out? Okay, I'm going to leave this deck for now, and I'm going to try the other one. But no, they say there's something in this one, but it's just not. There we go. Okay, I'm pulling 2 oracle cards, so there's 2 different decks here. Okay. We have Flowing River. This one fell here, so I usually would put this here and this here. But this one fell here, so I'm going to put Commitment, and Flowing River is here. So I'm going to read Commitment first. Okay, commitment. A true commitment is a responsibility of the heart, mind, body, and soul. This is a good time to make one. The reason I left the tears falling on this key card, which was indecision. Partnerships formed at this time are harmonious and powerful. The commitment card also indicates the natural evolution of a relationship from its inception to a literal or metaphorical marriage. At the very least, there is a promise of fulfillment in some form. However, you must be conscious of what you're committing to. Be clear about the nature of your commitment and your responsibility to it. Others are more willing to enter into partnerships at this time. Remember that your partnership with Spirit and the highest version of your own self will engage the highest self in another. Yes, yes. This. That was illuminated. Remember I said you bring your empowerment and it is matched by whatever and whoever the universe brings to you. And the word contracts came out for you in my preliminary meditation. So take that as it resonates. Let's go to Flowing River. Let's grab the guidebook there. Okay, Flowing River. The card meaning is everything is falling into place because you aren't resisting the drift of the great river of life. It's time to let go. You're entering a period of gracious ease and flow. All is unfolding perfectly with good timing. Timing! It's under there. There it is. When you're in a state of flow, you aren't pushing the river to go faster and you aren't swimming against it. Let go of the shore and enjoy the ride. Your native spirit wants you to know rivers have personalities and carry energy just as animals and plants do. From the Maoris to the Australian Aborigines and to other native cultures throughout the world, it's believed that it's important to listen to the language of the river. If you aren't feeling the smooth currents of life, it might mean you're trying to control situations or that you're being self-critical or judgmental. The way to move into flow is through gratitude and appreciation and by allowing others to support and help you. Heed the Native American saying, it's best to ride the horse the direction that it's going. This means that when the card Flowing River chooses you, you're being told to let go and go with the flow. If there is something or someone you need to forgive, this is the time. This is also the time to forgive yourself and just let go. Yes, let it go. Let it go. All right. Sagittarius North Node, I hope that you enjoyed that journey and I hope that it was meaningful to you. I wish you all the best and I will see you again sometime soon. Until then, take care, be well, and stay blessed. Bye for now.